Get 'em in rabbit holes, hair and voice, all your kisses, whiskey bleeds, slavery in the veins, heroin, my mistress lover, satanic abuser, motherfucker. Wish I had a gun to lay my soul to rest, but on the tip of my dead breath lays a world of dreaded hell, Maroney's crown.
Inside, melancholia, Cheshire grins bleed from our teeth. Needle sharp glass, glossy eyes, dead as midnight. Creeping, crawling snake eyes, bleeding, screaming through the night. Laughing insanities, terrorizing his insides. Holding memory of violence from the burning fire. Self-destruction, morphine was born. The suicidal angel inside.
Hey Lucy, are you awake? Hey Lucy. Depth through the screen where the pixels bleed. The rabbit speaks in electric dreams. The clock's unwound, the glass is cracked. No turning forward, no looking back. Lucy in my mind. Liquid labyrinth placed a neon glow. Words melt and morph everywhere I go. Lucy leaves her fingerprints flickering like flames. Echoes in the ether playing wicked games. Hey Lucy, follow the rabbit's call. Hey Lucy, drip drop clock melts in the trees. A carousel of chaos spins under my knees. Lucy laughs lucid, laced in liquid fire. Eyes like galaxies spinning higher and higher. She whispers, follow the rabbit, he's stitched with gold. His watch ticks backwards, secrets unfold. I'm a pawn in the chessboard of cosmic design. Every step feels stolen, every move divine. I'm a prism in the puzzle, slipping out of sync. Swirling through the spectrums, falling off the brink. Lucy lingers laughing, woven in the night. Diamonds in the darkness, blinding me with light. Hey Lucy, follow the rabbit's call. Lucy in my mind, hold tight, don't fall. Fragments fall like stars crashing through the hall. Wonderland's a mirror and I'm standing tall. But the rabbit just laughs, you're nothing at all. Hey Lucy, follow the rabbit's call. Hey Lucy, follow the rabbit's call. Hey Lucy. Give it to me like I want it. 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 Give it to me it to me like I want it. Give it to me like I want it. Give it to me like I want it. Give it to me like I want it. Like I want it. Give it to me like I want it. Give it to me. It's getting closer, closer. It's getting closer, closer.
Test. 1, 2. Okay. Okay, there I am. Hey, y'all. That is a pretty recent Antenna album. If you liked it, I took it for a test drive last night and loved it. We may flow to it tonight some. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Amy. Yeah. So, for those of you that have been keeping up, Anne is she is in grad school, and she has a anyway, she's in grad school and she has a class right now that happens at night. So she's not going to be able to be with us on streams on Tuesday nights very often. Damn. She was last night, but or last time, but that was rare. So I think March will be the next one she's in. And so I'm using this opportunity to go over some fundamentals. And the idea is just kind of a reset for us with what the fundamentals and foundations are, particularly like HoopPath. And then if, people are watching for the first time, oh, happy Tuesday. If people are watching for the first time, or, maybe they've joined the stream a couple of times, get lost on certain terms, that's what these first of the year classes are going to be about. And we're probably there's enough stuff to talk about that we'll probably go for a while, and it gives me some structure. Tonight we're going to talk about Samurai. And Samurai is, well, basically what it means, like in its simplest form, Samurai is when we're gripping the hoop. In HoopPath, it goes a little bit further than that, and it's like a sort of concept of hooping, and kind of like we can do waist-only classes or waist-only songs. We can do Samurai-only stuff, and I want to say this, and this isn't a cop-out or anything. This is just the reality that I'm aware. So what happened with the HoopPath is that I first taught from my practice. Well, I mean, I kind of always taught from my practice, but a lot of the first techniques that I would teach were just ways that I was flowing already. And then the more I taught, the more I started to sort of realize that sometimes these techniques were not necessarily coming out of my natural flow, but they were coming in as exercises for people to do with us. And I would find that it would, that by doing that, some people could get on board, and some people struggle to sort of find their flow with it, because this samurai is very much a technique that's really meant to, I mean, it's supposed to be fun. A lot of people love it, but it's also meant to kind of build your body up. And so when we get into some of these techniques, like whether it's samurai or point or core hooping or whatever it is, I don't expect that you're going to love everything that I'm going to teach. But I do teach it because there are enough people that love it, or enough people that it opens doors in their flow, especially if they're new, that I think it's worth teaching. So samurai tonight is a kind of specialized technique. People all over the hoop world grip the hoop. People were gripping the hoop before samurai was a thing, but we take it a little bit further. Like, it's meant to, just the term samurai is an archetype for most of us. We have an image that comes to mind, and part of, one way that I think people can open up their flow and really like open up a connection to themselves, even though it seems indirect, is with an archetype. And these archetypes live in us, some of them almost feel genetic to us, like just the term warrior, or not everybody resonates with that, or holy person, or, dancer, that there's these archetypes that we have. And being and allowing yourself to be in a movement space, like in the sort of realm of that archetype, being that archetype, can really open up your flow. And archetypes aren't really like subject to the same like social conditioning that our own brains are, so like when we step into the role of a samurai or something, maybe of course it's like, maybe it's fooling the body or something like that, but it steps into a strength position that doesn't have all these like insecurities woven into it, and it can just feel like very releasing to just allow yourself to be in that archetype. And for a minute you're like, man, I am a badass, or I feel like a badass, or I feel like I can, stronger, I feel healthier, taller, or whatever it is. You can almost like just sort of feel the weight shed off of you when you step into that archetype. So hopefully maybe that'll happen for you tonight. And we're gonna do, so this will be kind of a technique-y class. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is our first sway song. Oh, my poor green screen. This isn't gonna work. Two screens, that's awesome. Okay, let's start over. I got distracted. Audible breath in. Samurai flow comes from a place of strength. So when you're stepping into it, you're stepping into strength. Trees get a lot of their strength from their roots, obviously. So I want you to imagine that your feet are roots. And that your feet as roots are just clinging to the earth. And then I want you to imagine bringing that strength, kind of like roots bring water up through the tree, bringing that strength up into your body. You can imagine your breath is pulling it up. And then here's the funky part, and this is where I may lose some of you for being too weird. Big breath in. But I want you to imagine your movement right now, however spontaneous your movement is. I want you to imagine that it's archetypal. That another human on this earth at some point in its long history was moving similarly to you. You could even imagine that that someone is you in a past life. But I want you to think about your movement right now as being ancestral, archetypal. Audible breath in. It's almost like you're remembering. Audible breath in. If you haven't already, I invite you to engage the legs. It's a neglected body part. Oh, hey, Jordan. Okay, we're gonna grab our hoops. I already have us. I have some good background music picked out for us. And you're going to be gripping the hoop. So if for those of you that like to have, different hoop sizes in your flow, I guess this would be small hoop stuff. In HoopPath a lot, we just sort of settled on a size that would work for, it wasn't, like, I would just say the trend was, like, people didn't usually have too many different sizes, although Ann always has, but anyway, I hoop at the same size whether I'm doing off body or on body, and that's why that size is a little bit bigger than normal for the hoop community. Okay, here we go. Okay. Where's my mouse? There we go. Okay. So I'm going to try, this may be unnecessary, just sort of walk you into maybe some samurai flow. And we're going to do it kind of through some ideas like from sway. So samurai is gripping the hoop, and it starts with grip. And it's good if you can to feel like, the whole surface of the hoop. And what I mean by that is like these inside knuckles of the palm, to really feel those and push those into the hoop. If I'm holding the hoop with one hand, that's single samurai, and if I'm holding it with two hands, this is double samurai. And I'm doing just simple isolations right now. And I'm less concerned about how, clean or slick the isolation looks. I'm just thinking more about my grip. And I'm really trying to put some awareness and some thought into the grip and really feel it. Right now, I'm adding just like a little bit of a roll to the hoop and then gripping it. And that's another good way to warm up your grip. If you don't know this particular move, I'm holding the hoop here. I release it, it rolls onto my hand, and then I push my other hand in. Super simple. And then this is if I just do it back and forth. And if you're new to hooping, this is a great little drill to get down, because it opens up isolations, just opens up a lot more things. So getting back to what I was going to do with the sway, felt like I needed to add some foundation there. But one of the things that I noticed when I would go to teach people samurai is that they would be holding the hoop, and that all of their focus would go to their hand and what their hand is doing, and then their body would go kind of motionless almost. And so I think it's the result of the constriction that focus can cause sometimes. And so what I want you to do is, especially if you're new to samurai, is to do it but move the whole body. Move your offhand, take steps, and just, open and train your body to be moving while holding the hoop. It sounds kind of silly, but I've just noticed that sometimes that's what happens for people. So I'm holding the hoop, I'm moving my offhand with it in samurai. What samurai is really good for, oh, hey hoop. What samurai is, whoa, damn. What samurai is really good for are transitions in your hooping. Like, you don't have to turn it into a whole style, but there's transitions that you can do, and one of those transitions is changing the plane of the hoop, pretty radically. So I'm, obviously the hoop's vertical right now, and playing with these type of moves here, or pushing it out horizontal, trying to hold it. Oh man, I feel like the whole illusion is ruined now. I'm not actually in the snow. Okay, so now I want to, actually maybe we didn't do that enough. Yeah, let's go a little bit further with just moving with it. I love those little folds. You know, from Samurai, I'm holding the hoop super strong. I release my grip, it swings. And again, you know, like we were doing just a minute ago, keep moving, engage the legs, and you'll start to, you know, it's easier to get into something if you're all in to start, you know? Now there's one drill that I want to cover, and probably even if you've never heard of this stuff before, this is probably something you can already do, but if not, it can be a little bit trickier to get the hang of than it looks. But this is the drill. So right now, this language is a little weird, but right now I am outside of the hoop's column. Like if there was a column the hoop was creating up and down, I'm outside of it. Now I'm inside of it. When we're outside, we're without the hoop, right? And that doesn't mean we're not holding it, just we're without its cylinder. And then here we are within. And so this is a samurai movement to build strength where the hoop is, where you're within the hoop. Okay, so it starts, you know, just like the way you're holding it here, you're going to hold it here, and you're nice and firm with it. And then if I'm holding my left hand, actually, this might be a little bit easier to show you. Oh, my camera got knocked. Is that better? Sorta. Sorry, y'all, I gotta fix this. There we go. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I'm holding the hoop here. I'm holding it with my left hand. That doesn't matter, but I'm going to go counterclockwise. I'm going to go to the left with it, and I'm going to turn like this, and I'm going to coil. And then I'm going to tweak. I'm going to start to bring the hoop back, like this hand is going to bring the hoop back. And then as it's bringing it back, it's going to lift it up. I'm going to go pinky to pinky-ish. Not necessarily touching, just orientation, and then I'm going to come down, I'm going to circle around me and kind of do like a horizontal isolation, and then I'm going to come back up. So this is what the move looks like. And the reason I'll show you the other view in just a second, but the reason I'm showing you this one is the hoop is not touching me on the way down. So this is staying a one-point technique. This is a single samurai move. Boom. And you'll really start to get some power on the hoop. Power helps it go up and down so effortlessly, and you'll get some power if you twist with it. And that's really where like the fun comes in for me, is the twist. I'm bringing it down to my waist, but I can change the position. Like, oh, nice. So what I mean is, like, see how I'm keeping the hoop kind of shoulder height here? or I can bring it all the way down. I can feel my fourth knuckle or this pinky knuckle. I can feel it kind of stop the hoop and put pressure on it, and that tightens it up a little bit, makes it, you're just trying to put all of this strength into the move. I imagine most of you know how to do this, or you already do this. So I just want you to settle into it like it's a drill, and just allow the hoop to sometimes be imperfect, but just stay with the focus of the drill. I guess we could add a little bit more of an advanced thing, is you can do it stopping the other way. So I'm holding it in my right hand here, and do you see how my hand is on its home side, like my right hand is on my right side? You can do this move where your hand is on the away side, like this. See how my left hand is on my right side? And then when I send the hoop back, I'm sending it onto the back of the hand that's trying to throw it back. That happens the other time too, but here it's really noticeable. Oh, here we go. If you're trying this move and you're having trouble getting enough power to send it back, use the other hand to push it. So over here, and then push with this other hand. Oh. What was that? Okay, wait a second. I was just doing this. Oh, yeah, here we go. Well, shit. I'm confused. Well, now it looks right. This is keeping it on the same hand and doing the drill. Okay. All right. Are we giving the arms a workout or what? How are we doing on time? Oh, good. Man, we had loads of time. Okay. I guess shake your arms out if they're starting to feel fatigued. I was trying to remember. I used to play a song for this, but I can't remember the name of it. Okay. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about with Samurai is something that I'll be honest, this is probably the one aspect of it that it doesn't always translate, but you know what? I'm not going to have a meltdown. This is a technique that some people just don't resonate with at all. But even if you don't resonate with it, like doing a whole song of it, or as a drill, it can really help your flow, and it can really help, catching the hoop when a mistake happens, like developing your reflexes to go out and just your hand is prepared to grab it, stop it, control it immediately. And so a hop is, we'll do some super simple ones first. I mean, they're all simple, but a hop is where I'm going to try to keep the hoop more or less in the same invisible box. Like I want it to kind of almost like a hop, this is like sort of isolation-y. And so then I'm going to switch hands with it. Boom, 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 boom. And that turning, we used to call that the samurai twist, which sounds kind of hokey, but that twisting action of samurai that we've been doing in every single one of these exercises, it shows up in almost all things samurai. And so like with this, move here, boom, do you see my shoulders shifting? Whoa, uh-oh. All right, I need to not look at the monitor. And so if I think of it like my shoulder is sending the hand, it just feels quicker. I think it is quicker. Boom, boom. So this shoulder that's back, boom, twist forward, boom, 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 boom. And so that was me doing a hop to the same spot of the hoop. But the drill of this is a lot of times the fun of it is hopping to a different part of the hoop, right? So I'm holding the hoop in my right hand right here, and I'm gonna hop to the other side. And again, I'm trying to keep the hoop, not that this is a rule or this is the way it should be, but for this drill, I'm trying to keep the hoop, in the same, more or less the same space. These are hops. And then this is a fun one. We've done this, I think, even recently, but hopping from one away side to the other. Like, so I'm on my left hand's on the left side. Now my left hand is on the right side. I'm gonna go from left hand on the right side to right hand on the left side. Yeah, I guess this looks kind of weird. I want you to see the twisting now. So I'm here. And if you've never done this before, I imagine most of you have, but if you've never done it or you're not able to catch the hoop, I recommend looking over your shoulder. So I'm here, and I'm looking over my shoulder there. Boom. So I'm never like having to find it with my eyes. My eyes are already looking at it. And this is just a teaching technique, right? Like, I wouldn't say that I always do this, but if I look over, again, I think we did this not that long ago in a class, but so this is me. I'm hopping in my day side according to HoopPath. This is in my bow side, which kind of doesn't make sense, but now I'm going to hop from, the back of the hoop to the front of the hoop. You switch hands. And, if your hand is wanting to do what mine was wanting to do and like add flourishes, just let it do that. Like if you pull it back and the hand wants to roll it a few times, boom, swing it out. Okay, I hope you guys are still with me here. Okay. All right, I think we'll mix it up and go back to that album. Okay, so a little bit of my own personal teaching history here. But when I first started teaching samurai, I taught it the way I'm teaching it right now, where it was a one-point technique. There was just one point of contact in it. And so when we would do this move, I would ask people to not run it up the body or do things like that. Later, I started teaching it kind of what we called GUI. So this also is folding. Folding works into this. So we would do like GUI samurai and things like that. And all that meant was that you were doing samurai, but you were making contact with a point on your core. And then the idea was that, like, if you could let your awareness float down to that point that the hoop is touching you, that your hand would automatically start levering and, creating action from that point. So this is called GUI samurai. And the reason I bring up my history is I wish I had started doing this earlier on, because this is where a lot of people actually find their flow with samurai. Like if all the archetypal stuff is not hitting it for you, sometimes adding this second point of touch helps. And so actually this move here, I'm in double samurai, I'm holding the hoop. And right now I'm just like, the hoop is off my body and I'm just waving it back and forth, and that's cool and whatever. To make it gooey, I bring the hoop and touch the core here. And it has just, a very different feel. And so I add a little like sort of smeary move. And the reason that it's cool to ground in and really root into this feeling is just how much power and zip you can get on the hoop by grounding it into you. This is me having a second, like having 3 points where I've got, I'm letting like one hand kind of hinge the hoop and just, be a loose grip. And then my other hand is just, I'm actually doing it in point technique, but my other hand is just making contact, and I'm still focused on this third point on my core. And so I'm doing like twirls, but in HoopPath land, they are part of the context of samurai. An escalator type move is a good example of this. If I'm holding my hoop, I'm standing inside it, and I just pull my hand up. All I have to do is pull it up, and the point of contact will, spiral up my body. So this is a nice simple move that uses this technique. It's very drill oriented, but I'm going from, let's see, here we go, one side of my body to the other side, away, home, away. And this is with 2 hands. Super simple drill, but it's fun.
Did you feel me moving, moving? Did you feel me moving, moving? Crawling, I'm falling, I can see. Other worlds like me, moving, moving, crawling, I'm falling, I can see. Feel me moving, moving. Feel me moving, moving.
Y'all still with me? How are we doing? Oh, wow, a good time. Oh, no, it's not the end. There I am. Okay. Okay, what was I going to say? I think the last thing I was going to do, and my arms are hot right now, so maybe your arms are burning too a little bit, but the next thing I want to just do a sort of free flowy type exercise with, but it's super helpful. And one of the things about samurai is that you're holding the hoop, and so it's very palm activated, but opening up the back of your hand like to rolling out of samurai is where we get a lot of the slickness on the isolations and things like that. And if you haven't done it before, there's some touch involved that has to be developed, maybe quickly for some people and a long time for other people. But this is the drill. It's kind of a samurai isolation-y type drill. I'm holding the hoop, my palms, facing the hoop. I'm gonna release it, roll it onto the back of my hand, and then come over here. Right, super simple, just kind of a nice little isolation-y type move, but it's all really set up by the back of your hand. This is if I do it, in the... Oh, this is an isolation that's fun with this grip that you don't see as much, but I'm on the hoop's on the side of my body, and I'm gonna isolate it here by reaching back in the night and then back in the day. Total nerd move, but it's fun if you don't do it, and you can bring it down lower. Oh, oh, nice. Sweet. Hey, I started working out. Y'all, I've been telling you I want to get back into my workout program, and I've made a lot of excuses as to why. And, you know, sometimes these things build up as like these giant frozen ice walls, you know, between you and doing the thing. And I have finally broken through. I've done 3 days of running in a row on my elliptical. I used to run every day for like 15 years. And just in the last like year and a half, 2 years, I have hardly run at all. I've been back on it for 3 nights, and it is like, man, I am back. But I just want to say that, like, I get that it is tough sometimes to push yourself through that ice wall for whatever reason, even if you know what's on the other side of it is going to be awesome. It can be just, I get it. You can just be paralyzed, and I don't know if it's by fear or not doing it or doing, I don't know what the fear is, but it can be there, and it's real, and I have been pushing through it myself. But, you know, and I say this like almost as like a testimonial. When you do push through, I mean, I feel like I'm back. You know, like I was like, oh my God, you know, this is a part of me that I don't want to evolve away from. You know, and so anyway, it's been great to break a big sweat and run on my elliptical up and start lifting weights, and it's just, yeah, you know, I stay athletic, but you know, this part of me was it's how I managed my depression. It's how I managed my anxiety, or, you know, and drinking too much too, but I don't drink anymore. But like, you know, I just realized how it's such a healthy way, you know, to help manage anxiety, to burn off some of that extra energy. And so, yeah, it's been awesome. And I'm just sharing that with you. If you're standing in front of some ice wall between you and doing what you think might be good for you, you know, I hear you, and when the time is right, you'll just push through it. Mine always starts with a fuck it, and I just get up there. I think it's awesome. I think that is a good addiction to have, and cheers to you for sharing that. It's inspiring. Okay. Oh, yeah, I remember now. So in addition to adding, you know, so this is the isolation, but like it can be fun. You don't see too many people do it, but you know, it's super simple, and maybe because it's just boring, nobody wants to do it. But doing these lower isolations can be fun. You know, I'm using my monitor kind of as it really does. I totally agree with you there. So for this last exercise, I think we're getting towards the end here. Yeah, we'll just give you a chance to flow with this, some of the samurai stuff.
We transform sound.
I can't stop teaching these basics, but this double samurai switch is fun, and it's both of the concepts we talked about, just pushing it on, letting it roll across the back of my hands. Yeah, we'll just, I think we're just going to free flow. You can ask questions if you have them. I know this stuff is pretty simple, but this has been just meant to help give kind of a learning container, and you know, in your street flow, as I call it, you know, you probably won't do whole sections of samurai, although it'd be awesome if you did. But you know, we train sometimes like these techniques. We might train them for minutes or hours at a time, and they show up in our flow for like a half second. But they're there, and you know, it's cool to have them. And you know, once you know, bring a sort of intentionality to your grip, it's amazing what your body will do. You know, and you'll become faster. You'll start to catch things with your non-dominant hand that are falling. I mean, it's just fun to see the body grow. Oh, I love those coin flip isolations too. Samurai involved. Was that the end of the album? No, okay.
Can see in the dark. Can see in the dark.
Oh, another thing that's hard if you're looking for a challenge, speaking of lifting weights and heavy things, it can blow your mind how heavy it feels, but doing these hops when you're within the hoop is a cool strength hand builder thing. But I'm holding the hoop here, and I'm gonna hop there. This is me walking it up. And when I'm trying to make it look flat, I'm kind of turning my hands on every grip just sort of to counter the hoop wanting to sag. It's a great fire hoop move. It's definitely fire hoop approved. Yeah, you know, Samurai's a great break for the vortex move, the super old school move I was just doing. This one. Bring the samurai breaks to it, and then I have two flows in that move, which is cool. A lot of people don't even realize that there's two currents. Like it just, it can be eye-opening that. Okay, do we have time for another song, or is it? Okay. All right. I think we'll probably fade to green. We more or less started on time tonight. yeah, so this super technique-y class, hopefully there's some things, you know, you were able to either pick up or polish off or realize how far you've come in something, hops can be really challenging for people. I think it develops hand-eye coordination. That's one of the ways that I improve from hooping after 20 some years is in hand-eye coordination. And that's really like what I was saying in the last class was that, the older I get, it's harder to like I don't want to pretend to be in my 20s anymore. And what I mean by that is just that, I'm getting older, and going to festivals and things like that and teaching in all these cool cities. That was a motivation for me to be in my hoop a lot. Now that that's not there, I'm going to some of my even earlier motivations before I started all that and just realizing how good it is for my body. And by body, I mean mind, spirit, the whole thing. And some of these techniques are kind of in that purpose flow, right? Like they're meant to like make us better, feel better, be better in our bodies, with our bodies. And it's an awesome thing that hoop practice can give you. I mean, any movement practice can, but it's fun. Okay, y'all, I think, that's my little speech. And I will see you guys Saturday for Wake and Flow if you want to join us. And then next week we'll do another foundation.
I was making a mark on a wooden crate with the edge of a plastic card today. To myself about the secrets I keep in my own mind tonight. Hiding my exhaustion way back where it can no longer bother my soul now. I am running through the melody looking for a soft spot to land deep in the dark. Searching for a place where the air is still and the heart can